A rosy garland was the victor's meed. Both seemed to win, and both seemed one to be. So hard the discord was to be agreed. For Elissa was as fair mote be, and ever false Duessa seemed as fair as she. The wicked witch, now seeing all this while the doubtful balance equally to sway, what not by right, she cast to win by guile, and by her hellish science raised straightway a foggy mist that overcast the day, and a dull blast that breathing on her face dimmed her former beauty's shining ray, and with foul ugly form did her disgrace. Then was she fair alone, when none was fair in place. Then cried she out, Fie, fie, deformed wight, whose borrowed beauty now appeareth plain, to have before bewitched all men's sight. O leave her soon, or let her soon be slain. Her loathly visage viewing with disdain, eftsoons I thought her such as she me told, and would have killed her. But with feigned pain the false witch did my wrathful hand withhold, so left her where she now is turned to tree and mould. Thenceforth I took Duessa for my dame, and in the witch, unweeting, joyed long time, ne ever wist but that she was the same, till on a day, that day is every prime when witches wont do penance for their crime, I chanced to see her in her proper hue, bathing herself in Oregon and thyme. A filthy foul old woman I did view, that ever to have touched her I did deadly rue. Her nether parts, misshapen, monstrous, were hidden water, that I could not see, but they did seem more foul and hideous than woman shape man would believe to be. Thenceforth from her most beastly company I again refrain, and mind to slip away, soon as appeared safe opportunity. For danger great, if not assured decay, I saw before mine eyes, if I were known to stray. The devilish hag, by changes of my cheer, perceived my thought, and drowned in sleepy night with wicked herbs and ointments did besmear my body all, through charms and magic might, that all my senses were bereaved quite. Then brought she me into this desert waste, and by my wretched lover's side me pight, where now, enclosed in wooden walls full fast, banished from living wights, our weary days we waste. But how long time, said then the elfin knight, are you in this misformed house to dwell? We may not change, quoth he, this evil plight, till we be bathed in a living well, that is the term prescribed by the spell. O how, said he, mote I that well outfind, that may restore you to your wonted well? Time and suffised fates to former kind shall us restore, none else from hence may us unbind. The false Duessa, now Fidessa hight, heard how in vain Fra Dubio did lament, and knew well all was true. But the good knight, full of sad fear and ghastly dreariment, when all this speech the living tree had spent, the bleeding bough did thrust into the ground, that from the blood he might be innocent, and with fresh clay did close the wooden wound. Then, turning to his lady, dead with fear her found. Her seeming dead he found with feigned fear, as all unweeting of that well she knew, and pained himself with busy care to rear her out of careless swoon. Her eyelids blue and dimmed sight, with pale and deadly hue at last she up gan lift. With trembling cheer her up he took, too simple and too true, and oft her kissed. At length, all past fear, he set her on her steed, and forward forth did bear. End of Canto 2, Book 1. The Legend of the Knight of the Red Cross, or of Holiness.